Shabbat Shalom. Good morning, my name is Larry Jasper, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees here at Congregation BethChaim, it's an honor to welcome you all here this morning to celebrate with the Brown family as Ryan is called to the Torah. We want to maintain a warm and welcoming feeling for those services and create a sacred space that will inspire prayer. Please help us by turning off all cell phones. For those who wear hearing aids with T-coil setting, you'll be able to access our new hearing loop using this setting. Headphones for those who do not have compatible hearing aids and large print prayer books are available near the sanctuary entrances. Thank you for joining us in prayer this morning. Please rise.
Ma tovu alecha Yaakov, mishkenotecha Yisrael, vani berov chastecha avo vetecha, eshtachave el hechal kodshecha, beiratecha, Adonai ahavti me'on betecha, umkom mishkan kevodecha, vani eshtachave vechra, Evrecha lifnei Adonai osi, vani tfilati lecha Adonai et ratzon. Elohim berov chastecha, aneni be'emet yishecha, aneni be'emet yishecha.
Please be seated. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We're getting there. Thank you. Bruchim Abayim, B'Shem Adonai. Blessed are all who come in the name of God on this glorious Shabbat morning, filled with the beauty of God's creation on the outside and the beauty of God's creation here on the inside. I'm Rabbi Brian Beal. I'm the interim senior rabbi of the congregation. I'm joined by my colleagues, Rabbi Adina Blum, who will soon be the senior rabbi of our congregation, Cantor Stuart Binder. You've already met Larry Jasper, part of our executive committee. On behalf of our entire community, welcome. And it's an honor to have you here. Shabbat is a time to set aside all of the balagan, all of the craziness of our lives, and to focus on the blessings and the wonders and joys of our life. So we're here for that purpose, but we're also here for another purpose, and that is to join with a young man and his family as he takes his place among the generations of our people. And we're in for a treat on this Shabbat morning, because today's bar mitzvah is filled with intellect, joy, kindness. I forgot the list. What else did you tell me to say? More importantly, he is one who gets it, who understands what this is about. And that is a great honor that you have brought your family and you've brought to us as Ryan prepares to lead us in worship and to be called to the Torah. Quick word about the Siddur, the prayer book that we'll be using this morning. If you've never used it, it works a little differently. We invite you for a moment to turn to pages 110, 111. In the beginning of the service, we'll be jumping around. Ryan will walk us through where we are. When we get to the Baruch Hu, which comes a little bit before these pages, the first time we stand, the rest of the prayer book works as a series of two-page spreads. Always in the top right of the 2 pages is the Hebrew blessing, and in the English, it's transliteration. We invite you to read with us, to sing with us. Underneath is the translation, and on the left are 2 pages, 2 prayers that are on the same theme as the Hebrew. As we make our through, Ryan will choose the Hebrew translation or one of the other 2. Once we do one of those, it's your cue to turn the page. We'll do one of those, again, turn the page. Periodically, there'll be page numbers on the screen. And again, from Ryan, please join with us in prayer. Shabbat Shalom. Before we begin our worship, we turn our attention to the Bima.
Ryan, when I was pregnant with you, I'm not going to make it through this. We had all these dreams and ideals and hopes for you. Hopes of how you would be, that you would be kind, that you would care about people as well as the world and the earth around you, that you would be inquisitive but yet respectful, that you would be strong but yet tender when it was appropriate. And now I stand here 13 years later, and I have no qualms about telling you that you have surpassed our expectations in every possible way. In school, you are very self-motivated. I don't have to tell you to do well in school or to do your homework or to study because you understand the importance of all of these things, and you do them without us having to tell you and remind you most of the time. This is a trait that will serve you well in life. You are also an amazing self-advocate. You know what you need to succeed and have no trouble asking for the tools you need to succeed. This is also a part of your character that will help you succeed in life. Your father and I absolutely love to watch you wrestle. We love how you never give up. We love your drive and determination. We love how you understand and are willing to put in the hard work it takes to improve your skills and succeed. These traits have always served you well on the wrestling mat, and again will serve you well in life. Your original idea for a service project was to help veterans. Unfortunately, privacy issues prohibited you from volunteering at a veterans home, so you asked about volunteering at an animal shelter. Unfortunately, none of the ones we contacted responded. Through all of that, you didn't let it get you down too much. You kept looking for other opportunities elsewhere. Your service project pretty much fell into your lap, but I love how it demonstrates exactly who you are. You are the person who says, I see a need and I'm going to fill it right now. You didn't stand around waiting for somebody else, that magical somebody else. I lost my place. That is going to come along and fix whatever the problem is, because you are that someone. And you know and understand that you are that someone. You are the one who stepped in and spent 5 hours on a truck outside in the wind, in the rain, in the cold, collecting food donations on Yom Kippur. You are the one who stepped in and helped a special needs student who is struggling with math to see and understand. You are the one who steps in when a friend is being picked on and teased and bullied and tells the other person to stop, because that is not okay. You saw a need, and whether you thought God put you there for a reason or not, you stepped in and you said, I am needed here. And you stepped up when nobody else did. We need more people like you in this world. I am incredibly proud to be your mother. Daddy is incredibly proud to be your father. And Sam is incredibly proud to be your brother. Our wish for you is that you continue to exhibit these strengths, you continue to be self-motivated, and you continue to understand that you are the change we seek in this world.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lihitatef b'tziti.
Amen. And we join together in our blessing of gratitude, so grateful to have reached this special time and occasion.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehacheanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu la'azman hazeh.
Amen. Our service continues in our prayer book on page 66. Page 66 in our prayer books.
Who does not hunger for friendship, understanding, warmth, and love? Hazak, hazak, v'hit hazik. Let us lend strength to one another and pray for the welfare of this community. continue on to page 76. Praise are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, created the body, many pathways and openings. It is well known before you, your throne of glory, that this one of them be wrongly opened or closed. It would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously.
Baruch atah Adonai, rofeh chol basar umafli la'asot.
We continue this evening on to page 80. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lasech bina, levachim beyom uvelayla.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, pokeach ivrim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, zokev kefufim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hakaretz al hamayim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechin mitzadei gaver.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish arumim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hanotein liya'ef koach.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, amavir shenai me'enai, utnuman me'alfapai.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shasani b'tselem Elohim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani ben horim.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shasani Yisrael.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, otzer Yisrael b'gvura.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael b'tifara.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Amen.
We continue on to page 89. The covenant calling. The covenant work goes on in each of the teachings and learning of the Torah, through which at the same time God is still being revealed. We continue on to page 100.
Please join with us on the chorus.
Hallelujah, 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 bekodsho, hallelujah, birkiyahu zo, hallelujah, bigvurotav, hallelujah, kerokulo, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 beteka shofar, hallelujah, benevel v'chinor, hallelujah, betov umachol, hallelujah, beninim debugar, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 בצלצלי שמה, הללו בצלצלי תרועה, כל הנשמה תהלליה, הללו, הללויה, הללו, 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 hallelujah, hallelujah.
We continue on to page 106. Please rise.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, נעלמן יברח יותי וימית מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון וחייכו בית ישראל, בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן, יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם עולם מהמיה יתברך, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי קדושה בריחו ונעמים כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תאמינן ואמרת אמרו אמן. ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברכו את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד, ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. לה 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 לה.
Page 111. In the beginning, even then, a new light was sown for the righteous, a promise that your light would become the catalyst from order, and then from hope. Author of language and light, help us to use words as you have, to cast light into dark waters, and draw out justice and truth.
Baruch atah Adonai Yotzer HaMe'orot.
We continue on to page 113. Love your neighbors as yourself. You said, and light brought we saw. The inner and outer worlds are one, as you are one. We spoke and we wrote. We reach for you down the centuries. Your light moving back before us. As we climb, we fell back and climb again. Our Sinai of life.
Baruch atah Adonai Habocher Be'amo Yisrael B'Ahava.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai כבוד שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
Please be seated. Continue on to page 116. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים כאלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבניך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברתם בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושופך ובקומך, ושרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לתותבות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם מכל מצוותי, כי כן קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתיכם מארץ מצרים, להיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. When justice burns within us like a flaming fire, when love evokes willing sacrifice from us, when to the last full measure of selfish devotion, we demonstrate our beliefs in the ultimate triumph of truth and righteousness. When your goodness enters our lives and we begin to change the world, and then you live in our hearts, and we throughout righteous behold your presence. We continue on to page 120. Please rise for the Amidah, which continues on to page 124 and continues on the even numbered pages.
יגיד תהילתך, ויגיד תהילתך. Na 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 Adonai, na 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 ויגיד תהילתך, ויגיד תהילתך.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor Mahanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Bechonei Hachol, Bezoher Asei Avot Bein Mahot, Umegegula Livnei V'neihem, Lemad Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Mashiach Magid, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayin Avraham Bezrat Sarah, Hagivor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei Hakol Natzarach Yoshia, Mashiach Haruach, Umari Hagashem, Mechakel Chaim V'chesed, Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Nofli Verofei Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umechayei Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michalo Chabal Gevurot, Umito Melav, Melech Mimi, Umechayei, Umazriach Yeshua, Emanata V'chayot Hakol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechayei Hakol.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר, אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור, הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated.
We continue on to page 132. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'doratam berit olam.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Biyun vein b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ.
ושמרו בני ישראל
את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We are the people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. Exodus lasts a moment, The moment endures forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time.
Eloheinu ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, רדפי מנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך, ותן חלקנו במצוותיך, צווינו מטובך, ושמחנו, ותהן ליבנו, ותהן ליבנו, תהן ליבנו לעובדך באמת, תהן ליבנו, תהן ליבנו, ותהן ליבנו לעובדך באמת, והנחינו אדוני אלוהינו, לאהבה וברצון שבת קודשך, ינוחו בה ישראל, מקדשי שמך, ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת.
Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Whenever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land in Sinai, restore all lands. In our God, whom alone we serve in reverence.
Baruch atah Adonai, she'odcha levadcha v'yirah na'avod.
The following reading is
שים שלום טובה וברכה, שים שלום טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ורחמים עלינו ועל כל ישראל עמך, ברכנו יוצרנו כולנו כאחד באור פניך. שים שלום טובה וברכה, שים שלום טובה וברכה, כי באור פניך נתת לנו אדוני אלוהינו תורת חיינו ואהבת חסד וצדקה וברכה ורחמים וחיים ושלום. שים שלום טובה וברכה, שים שלום טובה וברכה, וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. שים שלום טובה וברכה, שים שלום טובה וברכה.
We continue in silence, offering the prayers of our own hearts.
רצון עם רפי וגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואל בגואלי.
Following reading is not in your prayer book. May life be one link in a chain of goodness. As I say the prayer of my ancestors, help me to recall their devotion and faithfulness, their joy in suffering, which are in every word. Holiness is my heritage. May I be worthy of it. May our traditions live in me, and the past of me and generations I shall never know. Enriched by the truth that I have found and the good deeds that I have done, so may I fulfill my tasks on earth and receive my blessing. When the service ends and the prayers have ceased, help me to bring their spirit into the world in which I live. May I love God above all and my neighbors as myself, and be a living witness to truth that never changes.
We continue with Seder Kriyat HaTorah on page 244. It is now my pleasure to invite up to the bima Ryan's parents and grandparents, Bruce and Betty Strager, Larry and Nancy Brown, and Ken and Cheryl Brown. Page 244.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני ואין כמעשיך מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים וממשלתך בכל דור ודור אדוני מלך אדוני מלך אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד Adonai oz lamo yitain, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom.
And for the honor of opening the ark, we invite to the bima Haley and Emily Kayer and Ella Gregory. Will the congregation please rise?
Av harachamim heitiva virtzoncha et Sion. Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim, Tivnei chomot Yerushalayim, Ki vecha levad batachnu, Melech Ram v'nisa Adon olamim. Ki mitzion tetze Torah, Ki mitzion tetze Torah, Udevar Adonai Merushalayim.
Ryan, here stands before you the Sefer Torah of our people. The words written on this scroll are the same exact words written on the two Sefer Torah that remain in the ark. The same words written on every single Sefer Torah that is being read on this Shabbat morning throughout the world. So in a beautiful way, this scroll connects you to everyone who has the honor of reading Torah on this Shabbat, but it also connects you through the generations of your family and our people, all the way back to Sinai. For we're told that when Moses comes before the mountain along with the people, that something awesome and special happens, and that the Torah is given to Moses to pass to Joshua, Joshua to the members of the prophets to the members of the Great Assembly, to the Sanhedrin. But in the end, we're told that the obligation of passing the words of this shared sacred scripture, it's the obligation, Vishinantam Lavanecha, that we shall teach them to our children. And that is why we will soon symbolically pass the Torah from your grandparents to their children, from your mom and dad into your loving arms. Contained within the Torah is the story of our people. Contained within the Torah is our relationship and our covenant with God. and contained within the Torah is a pathway to a life filled with righteousness and justice and peace. Our prayer for you as you receive this scroll on this sacred day is that its words will always be inscribed upon your heart, and that it will lead you to a life filled with love, with righteousness, justice, and peace. Amen.
In this scroll is the secret of our peoples, live from Sinai until now. It is teaching, is love and justice, goodness and hope. Freedom is its gift to all whom treasure it.
Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Lamo Yisrael Bikdushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti, uneromema Shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagedula ve'hagevora ve'atiferet ve'hanetzach ve'ahod. Ki chol bashamayim uvaretz, ki chol bashamayim uvaretz. Lecha Adonai hamamlacha ve'hamitnaseh lechol rosh. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu le'har kodsho. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim ha'olam omed. Al Torah ve'al avoda ve'al gemidut chasadim. Al Torah ve'al avoda ve'al gemidut chasadim. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim ha'olam omed.
Please be seated. So in case you haven't been following where we are week by week, I get to catch you up. I get to do the set induction as Ryan takes a deep breath and prepares to be called to the Torah. So to give you an idea, for those of you who saw the movie, we're about 2/3 of the way through the movie, The Ten Commandments. For those of you who read the book, we're still at the pretty beginning of the book. The book and the movie don't really go at the same pace. And yet, so much has happened. We've already found ourselves as slaves in Egypt. We know that Pharaoh sets over us. We know that Moses, who grew up in the house of Pharaoh, has already been to Sinai to engage the bush that burned unconsumed, to learn of God and to connect with God, and to be sent along with Aaron as his spokesman, Aaron, his older brother, to be sent to Egypt and to begin the process of liberating our people. In last week's Torah portion, we got the first six plagues. And as you know, in the beginning, Pharaoh's heart was hard. He refused. And as we go on to the sixth and beyond that, God hardens Pharaoh's heart, plague after plague, and yet Pharaoh refuses to let our people go. We get to Parashat Bo, this week's portion, correct? Just making sure. Where we're going to have a chance for this week's portion in its entirety to learn about plagues 7 through 10. Specifically 7, 8, 9, and then the preparation for 10. The preparation, as you know, for the angel of death, who will, the firstborn of everything, die, and then eventually leading to the Exodus, our people's freedom from the bondage of Egypt. In a couple of moments, Ryan will chant a section of this week's Torah portion, and then he will take the benefit of his study and his learning and his passion and share with us his insights and the lessons he wishes to teach. In the interim, we invite you to join with us, to follow with us in the Torah. The translation will be on the screen ahead. Ryan will have a chance to share the Hebrew Parashat Bo, the book of Exodus. Shabbat Shalom.
Nala Amad, Bar HaMitzvah, Reuven Binyamin ben Sheryl Veken, Miriam, La'aliyah La Torah. We call to the Torah our Bar Mitzvah, Ryan Brown, and invite his parents, Cheryl and Ken, to the bima to surround him with love as he recites the blessings. Those can be found on page 250 in your prayer books.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'Torah. Amen. Vayomer Moshe. Vayomeru Avdei Pharaoh Elav Ad Matai Yeh Zelanu Lemakesh Shelach Et Hanashim V'Yavdu Et Adonai Elohim Haterem Teda Ki Avda Mitzrayim Vayushav et Moshe ve'Aaron el Paro, Vayomer alehem, mi ha-hohim. Vayomer Moshe ben Arenu uvizkeneinu neilech bivanenu uvivnoteinu bitzonenu uvivkarenu neilech ki hagadonai lanu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natah b'dolchenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Our Torah open before us, we turn to page 253, the middle of the page, for Misha Berach, our prayer for healing. And it's our custom here at Congregation BethChaim to share out loud the names of anyone in our lives in need of healing, whether that be healing of the body, healing of the mind, healing of the heart, or healing of the soul. If you are keeping someone in your thoughts and prayers this Shabbat morning, I invite you to share those names out loud now. Mary Berman. For all those and many more in need of healing, we continue together invoking the names of our ancestors.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, bless those in need of healing with refuah shema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Nala Amod, Lahagbaha Ulaglila. For the honor of lifting and dressing and holding the Torah, we invite to the Bima Heather Gregory, Betty Strager, Jill Kayer,
and Jared Strager. Will the congregation please rise as we turn to the bottom of page 252?
וזאת התורה ששם משה לפני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה וזאת התורה ששם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la.
Please be seated. We continue with the chanting of the Haftarah from the prophet Jeremiah. The blessings can be found on page 254.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar ben ve'im tovim v'ratzah b'divreihem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai Abocher b'Torah u'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'b'nviei ha'emet b'tzedek. Eglat yefefiyah Mitzrayim Keretz mitzafon ba'ava Gam sihirecha v'kirba ke'eglei marbek Ki gam heima hifnu nasu yachtav lo amadu Ki yom edam et alehem et bakuratam Kola hanachash yelech Ki v'chayil yelechu Ukardumot lo ba'ulo kechot be'itzim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam Tor kol ha'amim Sadik b'chol ha'dorot El ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'osei Hamdaber u'mkayei Shekol devarach emet v'tzedek Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah Ve'al v'imve'im Al yom ha'shabbat hazeh Shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu Likdusha l'vinu chad L'chavod v'tifaret Al hakol Adonai Eloheinu Anachnu modim lach Uvarchim otach Yiparach shimcha B'fi kol haytamid le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. For the honor of opening the ark, it is my pleasure to invite to the bima Bob, Jen, Colin, and Bailey Brown. Will Will the congregation please rise as we turn to page 256?
יהללו את שם אדוני, כי נשגב שמו לבדו, הודו על ארץ ושמיים, וירם קרן לעמו, תהילה לכל חסידיו, לבני ישראל עם קרובו. הללויה, הללויה, כי לקח טוב נתתי לכם, תורתי אל תעזובו, עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה, ותומכיה מאושר, דרכיה דרכינום, וכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה, חדש, חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו כקדם.
Torah portion I chanted is Bo, found in the book of Exodus. In this portion, Moses and Aaron tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go, but Pharaoh said no. So God proceeds to send down plagues. This week, we read about the last three: locusts, lasting darkness, and death of firstborn male. After the 10th plague, Pharaoh finally lets the people go, and the Israelites leave Egypt with Moses leading them out. A lesson that I learned from this story is to respect God's authority. If Pharaoh had listened to God, none of this would have happened to him and his people, and there would have been less pain and suffering. Respecting God is important because it is what makes us Jewish. We believe that there is only one God, and that God gave us the Torah, which contains our stories and rules by which we should live. If we don't respect God, we could lose our religion and possibly our people as well. But I also don't want to put God on too high of a pedestal. I think that it's important to keep other values at a high priority, like family. For example, if I had been Abraham, I would have challenged God's authority when asked to sacrifice my son, because his life is more important than doing what God wants me to. However, I still think it's important to respect God because he chose the Jewish people and we have a special relationship with him. Becoming a B'nai Mitzvah means that I have to pay taxes now because I'm an adult. But in all seriousness, becoming a B'nai Mitzvah means fasting on Yom Kippur, continuing to go to religious school and a Jewish summer camp, and being part of a Jewish community. It makes me feel very proud of myself. It means taking on responsibilities, like doing the homework that I often put to the side. It also means caring about my family members and sometimes putting them before me. For my mitzvah project, me and Zach stayed in a truck in the rain and wind while taking people's food donations and putting them in a big box truck during Yom Kippur. We ended up filling the entire truck, and I hope this will make you, one day, do something that nobody else wants to do for the better of the community. There are a few people I would like to thank. I'm very thankful for my parents for helping me get my work done and enabling me to celebrate this wonderful moment. Thank you to Rabbi Beal, Rabbi Blum, Cantor Binder, and Ann Berman Waldorf for teaching me the prayers and Torah. And thank you to the congregation for their thoughtful gifts and for welcoming me into the BethChaim community.
Congratulations. Mazel tov to you and your family. Now, Carol Parker will present the B'nai Mitzvah gift on behalf of Congregation BethChaim, Sisterhood, and Men's Club. Carol?
Oh gosh, this is hard. What?
Use your outdoor voice.
Okay, I'm trying. It has been thrilling to watch you today, and I'm a little emotional. I'm sorry, I've watched him grow up for a lot of years. Sorry, my family's going like this, louder. It is my privilege to present you with this gift from the Sisterhood, Men's Club, and the Board of Directors of Congregation BethChaim. I hope this gift will enhance your celebration of Jewish life in the future, and you will remember the significance of this day whenever you view it. We have all been honored to have you lead our congregation in worship this morning. Becoming B'nai Mitzvah is an important step on your journey to Jewish adulthood, and we all look forward to celebrating with you again at the end of 10th grade when you are confirmed on the same bima. Mazel tov.
Very good. All right, Ryan, let's take a walk. As you know, Ryan, in this week's Torah portion, which is called Bo, it is the second week in a row that Moses and his big brother Aaron have to go before Pharaoh and say, "Let my Ryan go." Is that what it says in the Torah? No. But this week's Torah portion and the narrative that we're in the book of Exodus is all about freedom, liberty, having the ability to express your individuality, for the Israelites to be able to worship their God in their way and not put them in the Egyptian box. And we don't want to put Ryan in a box either. You defy definition. You are your own person. I'll tell you a story as Ryan prepared for this day. We have group tutoring to learn prayers or to review prayers. And Ryan would come into group tutoring, start cracking jokes, asking for snacks. An untrained eye, one who did not know Ryan Brown, might think he was goofing off. But then you sit down with him one-on-one and ask him to recite any prayer in the prayer book. And what comes out? What someone in this room described as an angelic voice who lifts us up in prayer. Do you know why you're so good at prayers, Ryan? Because you are awesome. And how did you get your awesomeness? From your family. Your family is committed to this place and this community and Jewish tradition. If I don't see someone from the Brown family on a Friday night, I wonder what's going on. You are a Shabbat regular. So when it came time to prepare for B'nai Mitzvah, you already had the tools in your toolbox. You had a beautiful singing voice, and you knew the words because you lived them. That is incredible. And I hope that you, in turn, will pass that tradition down to the next generation. In this week's portion, we also talk about the very first Passover. And the Torah tells us, be sure that you pass this Passover tradition down from one generation to the next forevermore. You understand the importance of tradition and legacy. You are not the first Brown family member to become B'nai Mitzvah on this bima, and with a little luck, you might not be the last one either. You defy definition, Ryan. We want to let you go to be the kind and caring soul that you are. Sometimes I think of you as the mayor of Beth Chaim. Always chatting with the people in the building. Someone in this room also said that they have seen you more frequently in the last 6 weeks than their own children, because you're always here when they're here. And we are so incredibly grateful and blessed that you feel like this is one of your second homes and that this is a safe space for you, because that is the holy community that we're trying to build here at Beth Chaim. May you always continue to do well in any arena that you set your mind to, whether it be wrestling, whether it be school. Continue to enjoy the loves of your life, like Jewish summer camp, both near and far. And I hope that you never stop learning, because the day we stop learning is when we stop growing, and I know that that is not who you are. So we want to let our Ryan go. Be free to be who you are. When people try to put you in a box, continue to tell them no. Be your unique self and continue to love, to learn, to love your family, and to pass this beautiful tradition that you have embraced on to others. And in that spirit of passing on a tradition from generation to generation, Cantor, Binder, and I now have the honor to take you in front of the ark and share with you a blessing that Moses' big brother Aaron started many, many, many years ago, and we continue to recite this blessing even today. To the ark.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May you always feel that God's presence is near, and may you be blessed with the greatest gift of all, the gift of peace.
Amen.
Simin tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov v'simin tov. Simin tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov v'simin tov. Simin tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov v'simin tov. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Yehelanu lecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu u'lecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu u'lecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Yehelanu u'lecho Yisrael. It's now my honor to invite to the bima to open the ark, Sam Brown. We turn in our prayer books to page 282 at the bottom. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב עיקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בהשבותה אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated as we continue on page 290.
It's a fearful thing to love what death can touch. It's a fearful thing to love, hope, dream, to be, and to lose. A thing for fools, this, and a holy thing to love. For your life live in me, your laugh once lifted me, your words once gifted me. To remember this brings a painful joy, a human love, a holy thing to love what death has touched.
We turn to Mourner's Kaddish on page 294 and remember all those we miss. If you are in the period of Shiva, the 7 days of mourning, I invite you to please rise at your seat now. If you find yourself in the period of Shloshim, the 30 days of mourning, please rise at your seat now. If you are honoring a yahrzeit, the anniversary of a loved one's passing this week, please rise at your seat now. And if you are remembering someone at this time of celebration who may have passed at another time of year, please rise at your seat now. And we especially remember Rose Warren, Ryan's family member, this Shabbat morning. We rise as one community and recite the hallowed words on the page 294.
Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei Rabbah, v'yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yamechon, u'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael, b'agala lizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kedusha b'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran v'yama v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim avinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen.
Zichronam livracha, may their memory always be a blessing. Please be seated. All right, Ryan, take your binder, and we'll come on over to our table of celebration. It would not be a celebratory Jewish occasion if we didn't have fruit of the vine and sustenance to guide us. And this is just a taste before we all go into the social hall to celebrate Ryan more fully. But please, Ryan, lead us in Kiddush.
Al Kain Baruch Adonai Yom HaShabbat Vayikadeshehu. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
One for Cantor, one for Larry. Go for it. Here, I'll hold this for you. If you go deliver, and one for yourself. And we say, L'chaim. And I know you hate challah so very much, but if you could give us a motzi anyway.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, ma'motzi lechem min haaretz. Yavon.
Go for it. Cantor, where can we find our closing song today?
Probably the easiest place is at the bottom of page 294. It's the last 3 lines of the Kaddish. Ose shalom. Ose shalom bimromav. Uyase shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru. Immeru amen. Yaseh shalom, hey, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Please rise. Brian, as you look out at your congregation today, may you take great pride in your leadership this morning. Our prayers for you are that you continue to be the mensch, the good person that you are, and that you share the light that you have inside of you with everyone you meet. And may you always go from strength to strength. Shabbat shalom. On to the celebrations.
You finally have everything. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful, beautiful. Shabbat shalom. Hey Ryan. You now have a pass. Bennett, Cantorio, or all of the
Blum.
above, or none of them.
Jonah Blum has pneumonia.
Forgot.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Fine, you wouldn't know that he was sick.
Oh, well, that's the best way.
Correct.
Or do you have to laminate that if it's...
Huh.